Hi guys, so it is insane here. I don't know if you can see the storm right there. I'm trying to go to work, but I wanted to show you some crazy stuff. I can't take care of this right now. I have to take care of this on my way home from when I come home from work, but our fence blew down. You can see there. There's Oscar. He's very... We may bring him in if this gets any worse. Where are you at? There you are. There's Oscar back there. There he is. He's hiding in his own place. But the wind is outrageous right now, and I thought I would check in. Maybe this will be my video greeting for y'all. Yeah, let me get over here with the storm. This is very frightening looking. There we go. Now you can see that. Hi everybody. I hope you're well. I hope you're safe. I hope you're not being blown away by this. I saw on the news this morning that a lot of people were experiencing this all through the night last night. Tornadoes and everything. So I have to head to work. So from me and Oscar, have a good day. I'll see you tonight for Mondays with Marc. Bye. Hi everybody, I'm Marc and this is Mondays with Marc, and we are on your favorite YouTube channel, SmokeySteveAndMarc, right? Right? Yes. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to see you, really. Happy Monday to you. Happy Mondays with Marc to you, right? I hope you're doing well. Are you? I know that it's a Monday. I know that it's a day after a holiday. I know we're all still quarantined and staying home and social distancing. So I hope that everybody is doing well and staying safe. But I'm not going to talk too much about that because my hope is that our videos give you maybe a little break from everything that's going on right now. That's my hope anyway. So I do have a really nice episode for you tonight. I originally was going to do, I think I told you this too, I was going to do like a spring garden checklist kind of a video, you know, go out in the garden, maybe plant some things and show you all kinds of stuff, but the weather did not cooperate today, as many of you probably know, because I think this storm went entirely across the entire country. We had, well, as you saw from the opening, I almost was blown away this morning. I almost didn't make it to work because I was like blown away like Dorothy. Oh my goodness, it was really something else, let me tell you. Few trees down. We had some damage here. Nothing like what I've been seeing on the news though. So if any of you were affected by that terrible storm, the tornadoes, the thunderstorms, that terrible wind, I send my love and positive energy to you because it was pretty scary. Gosh, it started, I don't even know what time, but I remember we were in bed sleeping and we're hearing thump, bang, and the windows rattling and all that. It was pretty scary. Now, I do love a good thunderstorm, but this was a little too close for comfort for me. But anyway, that's all over with now, and as I'm looking outside right now, the sun is coming out, right? But it was too late to do a gardening video. So my hopes was that in the coming weeks, what I was planning on doing, since a lot of you had requested gardening videos, and I thought, of course, we'll you know, I'll show you the garden as it grows throughout the whole summer and everything, but I thought we would do some, you know, periodically do gardening videos, and my thoughts were we were going to go over how to make a rain barrel, how to do composting, do some plantings, and then show you my garden and what I'm doing. You know, insert some little tutorials in there maybe. I'm not a gardening professional at all, but I have been gardening for a while, so maybe I could share with you some of the things that I do, maybe. And along the line, I think we'll probably have a few little gardening projects in there too, you know. Now, what we're going to do tonight actually was inspired for something that I wanted to do for Easter. I thought we would make little Easter eggs, in a certain way, but then the more I was looking at it, I'm like, no, I think this could be its own video and after Easter, because it's twofold. I'm making this project for a friend of mine as well as a couple for myself. So today it's all about orbs. Gotta love them orbs, don't you? I love orbs. Orbs of all kinds, as you can see behind me. We're going to make orbs out of twine. Now, I'm going to, of course, add a little bit to it, you know, because if you've probably seen this before made with yarn or Christmas ornaments made this way. We're going to do it a little bit differently and add a few little things to it. So we'll get on with that in 1 second. And, of course, stay tuned, because I know I'm going to make you sweat it out, because we do have a contest today. We got to pick the winner for last Mondays with Marc. We did succulents last week, and since I had gotten almost all of my materials at the dollar store, we thought we would have a giveaway for a $25 Dollar Tree gift card. So I'm gonna make you wait till the very, very end to pick the winner. I know, aren't I awful? I'm just, you know, it's with the hopes that you can like muscle through me making a project today. Hopefully you'll stay to see who won the contest at the end. I don't know, maybe we'll put a timestamp in there so you can skip ahead if you want to see it. I don't know. You know me, I love our giveaways. I just love doing them. They're so fun. But then, you know, half the time I feel so bad because I want everybody to win. Gosh, you know, what do you do? Anyway, so let's get to it. Today it's all about orbs. Now, this project was kind of inspired by a project that I'm making for a friend of mine. And I'm making her hanging orb lamps for her Florida room. Her Florida room is pretty much surrounded by glass. You know, it's kind of like an indoor porch in a way. And I'm making this to hang in the corner of her room. And I thought this would be a great project to kind of demonstrate for you tonight on Mondays with Marc. So I hope you'll enjoy it. So I have a couple of them behind me, and I'm going to show you how I made them. Now, I practiced many different ways of doing this so I could show you the easiest, fastest, and funnest way to do it. This is so much fun. I remember as a kid making a similar project but with yarn and a lot smaller, and we turned them into little Christmas ornaments. Same concept. We're just going to be wrapping twine around a ball or a balloon with some glue on it. But I did practice, and I have some tips, and I have some fun little things to add to it, okay? So, for this project, you're going to need some type of twine. I'm using jute. You know how much I love jute. I use it on almost everything in the garden, for crafts, everything. Even wrap gifts with it. I just love the natural look of jute. This is regular 4-ply jute twine. Now, in addition to that, you could use any type of string. You could use yarn. You could use that string that they use in a bakery, the white string. They have colored strings. Any type of string will work perfectly fine with this project. In addition to that, you'll need glue, and I definitely recommend tacky glue. I've tried different types. Tacky glue works the absolute best, in my opinion. For this project, we're going to use balloons to do it with, but you can make them as large or as small as you want. So you could use a beach ball if you wanted to have a really, really big one, which I think would look fantastic as a chandelier. If you have a large dining room, it would look really, really great. And you can go as small as you want with the balloons, because you don't have to fill it up the whole way. We're going to do a medium-sized one. Now, I told you before that I thought, oh, maybe we'll make eggs out of this for Easter. That it was with a balloon too. So we're going to first thing we're going to do is blow up the balloon. And if you know how, balloons are blown, you can get the egg shape. That's what I was thinking. Oh, we could make an Easter egg out of it. But we're going to blow ours up just before the point that it turns into an oval, so we have more of a round orb, like an orb. So let's do this. Let's see. I think that's pretty good. I think that makes a really, really nice size like that. Oh my gosh, I've been blowing things up now for a few days. Watch the Easter egg decorating video. blew out some eggs. Steven is still traumatized by it. Anyway, so now we have our balloon, all right? And then I got something to set it in to make it a little bit easier to maneuver. Any type of bowl will work. These little quart containers work, anything. I was going to use that, but it's too tall, so I just got a little bowl to set it in. Actually, let's use this bowl here. That way, it's a little heavier and it won't slide around. I'm going to use my little porcelain craft bowl. Will that work? Ah, works perfectly. And you're going to set it in the bowl. Now next, for each orb that you make, in my experience, you will need 1 3-ounce bottle of tacky glue. They sell these at the Dollar Tree for $1 for one of them. So this entire project really is going to cost about $2.50, but I'll explain a little more about that later. So we're going to empty all of the glue into our bowl, just like this. Now, if you have experience making these, because probably a lot of people do, I'm sure someone has made one of these once in their lifetime, a lot of the recipes call for adding water to it. Don't do that. I just use the straight up glue, tacky glue, okay? I don't water it down at all. It's a lot more stiff. There's no reason to thin it out, even if you're using yarn. And I'll show you a trick. When you add water to it, it stretches it a little bit further, but it also keeps it. It doesn't. It's easier to get it off of the rope if you add water to it, but it's just as easy using regular glue, and you're going to have a better success with it using straight glue. That's my point. See, I ramble and ramble and ramble again. Anyway, so we have that. Now, you could use Elmer's glue all if you want. What I would suggest doing to that is adding yourself 1.5 teaspoons of cornstarch to it if you're using the 2-ounce bottle. Use 2 teaspoons, 3 teaspoons as you increase, the amount of glue that you use. But really, tacky glue, best product out there for this project, in my opinion, okay? I know some people have used fabric stiffener, like liquid fabric stiffener. That works too. I prefer the glue, personally, myself, okay? Now, these are going to be for indoor use only. As you can imagine, if we put this outside and it rains on it, it's going to get all wet again because tacky glue is not waterproof. I even tried making one with E6000 to see if I could make one that would withstand outside. Epic fail. Just did not work. Did not work at all. Anyway, so you want to get your twine that you are going to use and get a whole bunch of it out. Now, there's 2 ways you can do this. You can measure your balloon just by wrapping it around once like that, and you know that this amount will circle your balloon. So you could make a whole bunch of strips like that. Cut it, just make a whole bunch of those if you want, each individual strips. I prefer doing it one single long strand. So I just got a whole bunch of this out and ready to go, and then I snipped it like this, and I'm going to show you here, we're going to put the beginning part, hold it on one end, and then start feeding it in like this, just a little at a time. So let's see, we'll do, I don't know, maybe 2 feet worth we'll put in there, and we have our end out. Oops, sorry. There we go. We have our end out for right now. Now, at this point, you might want to grab some glue because this is a messy craft. I love messy crafts. Did you know that about me? I'm using my hands because tacky glue washes right off, and it's so much fun to get all messy. I mean, what's the point of doing something if you can't make a mess doing it, right? Okay, and it's easy to clean up anyway. But have a wet towel ready, at least, okay? So, if you want to, this is the time where you put your gloves on, all right? I'm not going to do that. We're going to get nice and messy here. So we're going to dunk our twine in here, and you're going to take the end of it and make sure that it's covered. Now, at this point, you have a hot mess like this, all right? So what we're going to do is, as we pull it out of the glue, whoops, here, let me hold it with this hand. Okay. As we pull it out of the glue, you're going to push it down like that and see how the glue kind of falls down like that, and then feel it. You want to make sure that it's completely saturated and it is. Now, this is the fun part here. So let me move this over so you can see it, and you can see it. And we're going to start at the top, and I just do a little loop around the top like that, okay? And then I do my first wrap like so. Okay, and then we bring it up, and we have it, and then we have it like that. So we have one full all the way around, okay? And then continue making sure your twine or your rope has enough glue on it. You can even stick your hands in it and get all nice. Yeah, it feels so fun. Okay, so we're going to do that. And as you're doing it, add more string into your reserve of glue down there. Now, the reason why I don't throw it all in at once is because it will get tangled. And if you're trying to untangle glue-laden string, it's horrible. It's even worse than trying to untangle Christmas lights, let me tell you. So the second one, I go, oh, here, let me do this. I go like this. So we have an even all the way around, and that forms like the base or the basic structure of it. Now for this point, at this point, you can just keep going on and on and on in all different angles, any way that you want to do it. All the way around. Just keep going all the way around your whole balloon, you know, making sure that the rope is covered with glue and everything, okay? Until you have your desired look, the look that you want. You can make it extremely heavy if you want. You can make it real light, just like this if you want to, okay? But the point is to just continue to cover your balloon with as much rope or string as you want, just to get your desired look. Now let me clean my hands here for a second. Now, after you do that, after you get as much glue on there, string on there as you want, and you're happy with the look of it, you can certainly play around with it and move the little, the strings around any way you want to get your desired look, whatever. Point is, when you're finished putting the rope around your balloon, you want to go over it and take a look and see. This is the time where you double check to make sure that there's enough glue on all of your string. Now, obviously, there's none on that. I did this so quick. But especially what I call the joints, where the rope covers the other rope, you want to make sure there's enough glue there because you just, you want this to be solid, okay? So when you're done with that, walk away, okay? And don't even think about it because you need to let it dry completely. And by completely, I mean at least overnight, at least a day. I'm telling you, you really should let it dry at least 24 hours, if not longer, before you start playing with it. And let's see, here it is. I have these nifty little clips, and I just clipped it like this. And it held it like this. And then the other clip, I just clipped onto a bookshelf. And then I turned a fan on low, and I had it blowing on it overnight. Now, when I decided to do this, this was kind of like a backup video, because I did want to do the garden video today, but I couldn't. I did this pretty late last night, and my balloons have been sitting since then. So not quite 24 hours yet. But you'll have this. Okay, and it's nice and hard, and it's ready to go. So at this point, now, okay, a little troubleshooting. I want to back up for 1 second. A little troubleshooting thing. If you find that you didn't tie the balloon tight enough, and it starts to deflate, maybe there was a little hole in the balloon or something, and it starts shriveling up like that, never fear, never fear. All you have to do, insert another balloon in there, blow it up while it's in there, and it'll expand it back out again. Then you might want to touch it up with some more glue just to make it stiff. You could start over, but why? You can save it, okay? So, at this point, you're going to want to gently push down and break it away from the balloon. Gotta get the sound effects. I'm telling you, it won't work unless you do sound effects. The point of this is to separate the balloon from the string you know, so we won't be like, you know, so it's not so much force on it when we take the air out of the balloon, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. In the little parts there, if you can't get your finger in there, use the eraser side of a pencil to push it through. And I think this is pretty good. This is pretty stiff. I would like for it to dry a few more hours, but it's not bad. I think this will work for us, okay? So now you can just pop it, or you can just, you know, cut it so that a little bit of it comes out. I hate popping balloons so much, but here we go. Oh, God. Oh. Am I cutting it? Oh, that's better. Okay. So cool. Look how cool. Love it. The easiest way to do this is to cut the top off and then reach through and then just pull it out. There you go. And we have our orb. Now, I think it looks so cool. Like, if you're doing something for Halloween, I think it's so cool leaving the little leftover glue hanging from it, and it glistens in the light. It's so cool looking. But at this point, you're going to want to remove all of the excess glue that's hanging on it. Now, if you're a very neat crafter, which I am not, you may not even have any of this, but I was doing this in such a hurry that I have an astronomical amount of glue left on this. But anyway, so now you want to remove all of that like that. And, you know, like I said, at this point, too, if you want to make it even more firm, this is, I think you can tell it's pretty firm. You can also put another coat of glue on it now if you'd like, or this is the point where you can, you know, optionally, if you want, you could spray paint it any color you want. You could coat it with some glue and put glitter all over it. You can do anything you want with this. I'm leaving mine natural because I want them all to match for my project, for what I'm doing. And like I said, I'm making a chandelier for a friend of mine that will look something like this whenever it's finished. There'll be 3 hanging together, 3 different sizes, all with lights inside of it. So, now you have your orb, and you can hang this up the way it is, whatever you want. If you made tiny little ones, you can put them in a vase. They look really nice like that. I've seen even potpourri that have those little, like, grapevine orbs in them. These look really nice like that, too. I think these would be great painted solid white for Christmas. I don't know. I think that would be fun. So now you have to decide what you want to do with your orb. Of course, you can just hang it like this, or maybe set a few on a mantle. I think that would look nice. As you see behind me, this one here, I tucked in little battery-operated fairy lights. And super simple. I just tucked them inside, spread them out a little bit, and voila. That's done. And that's what I'm going to do for the ones that I'm hanging behind us, you know. But I also, if you can see on this side here, I also made a standing one, which I think looks really, really nice too. You can put that on a mantle, put it on a desk, on a coffee table. And what I did was, we have our orb, and I purchased these battery-operated Edison lights, okay? They take batteries on the bottom there. There's a timer function, so it's 6 hours on, 18 hours off, and they look like Edison light bulbs. You can find these at craft stores or on Amazon. I paid $8.99 for 2 of them, which I think was a really good deal. Sometimes they can be pricey, but I love these. They're so versatile. Now, you can put it, you can tuck it up in there and hang it, you know, like this, or you can do what I did behind me, and I put it in like this. Now, to do that, all you're going to do is pick which side. I would suggest the side that is like smaller on the oval. I would suggest using that side, and you're just going to clip. I'm not going to do it on this because I want to save this one. But you're just going to want to clip a circle all the way around, enough that will fit your light bulb through it. And voila, you have a lamp. It's so cool and so versatile. Here, let me show you. Let me turn the lights out and show you what they look like dark, okay? Let's see. Where's my little... Okay, we'll turn that off and turn that down. There you go. Now you can see them. Aren't they cool? They're so cool looking. I don't know. I get excited over the craziest stuff. Anyway, let me see if I can get this over here without knocking it down. All right. So there we go. There's our desk lamp. I don't know if you can see that, with our Edison light bulb in it. Just like that. Well, I dig that. I think that's really cool looking. And let's see. Now it's gonna fall, I'm sure. Okay, there we go. Okay, don't touch it. Okay. And to put all that together, I used my faithful poster putty. Yep, it's all held together with poster putty so that you can remove it easily to put batteries in it or turn it on and off. But like I said, I always get the timer function on all of my tea lights and all of my fairy lights so that you don't even have to mess with them. So there's that. I think that was all I wanted. Like, there's so much you can do with these, but I think that's all I wanted to show you tonight. What I'll do is when I finish the one for my friend, I'll definitely take a picture of it and share it with you over on Facebook so you can see what the finished product looks. But that is our orb project for today. I love orbs too. As a matter of fact, you know, Steve and I like watching those ghosty shows, and they're always taking pictures to try to find orbs. Did you ever do that? Did you ever do that? Oh, come on. I know you have. I know you have. I have too. I haven't seen an orb yet. Not yet. Steven's mom did. There's a few pictures she has that are, I think, might be orbs. I don't know. I don't know. But, so I think everybody's going to go and take their camera and take pictures and see if they can find orbs tonight. If you do, send me a copy of it. All right, so there's that. And like I said, these ones we made tonight are for indoor use only. If these go outside and they get wet, they're going to get all limp. And I mean, nobody wants a limp orb. I know I don't. Anyway. Clean up here. I'm trying to figure out how to follow up that statement. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed our little orb project tonight. And if you make them, as always, please send us a picture and I will feature them over on our Facebook page, okay? I would love to see some of you guys make this. I meant to tell you too, you could also spray this with some of that clear glaze acrylic spray that I use. You could also give them a coating of that if you want them to shine. But I wish you could see this. They do shine a little bit. There. Oh yeah, you can see it. Okay. There we go. So anyway, can you tell I'm into these? I think these are so cool. Anyway, so there was that project. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you muscled through all of me, you know, yapping away and coming up with our latest little project. So I'm going to go get a helper so that we can pick the winner to our giveaway. All right, I have to go outside to get them. So I'm going to pause for 1 second. We'll be right back. Let me go grab them, okay? Okay. Boom, and we're back.
We are.
You like the orb?
This is enchanting.
Isn't it?
It is. Well done.
Don't you?
Well done.
Thank you. Okay, so it's that time. It's our giveaway time. Now, I had my little helper here. He had to go... I still couldn't figure out the randomizer, so he had to go and write down 42?
43? 42, 43? Somewhere in there.
Names of everyone who
Upwards of 45 names.
Of everyone who commented on the last Mondays with Marc video.
It was still easier
He
than
wrote
those
them all
Marlboro points. It's still better than that.
And we have them all in our lucky basket, okay? So I called you out so you can pick the winner, okay?
Okay.
All right, now remember, the winner gets a $25 Dollar Tree gift card. Now, for any of our international folks out there, I'm not sure if you have Dollar Trees where you're at. So... if you happen to win, just let me know. We'll be happy to swap it with an Amazon card, you know, or something that's, you know, good for where you live, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they have Dollar Trees in other countries. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know.
Well, I guess we'll cross that bridge.
Maybe they don't have the affinity for cheap shit that we do.
Maybe.
They might
Could
not.
be. Could be.
They might not.
I love the dollar store.
I do too.
No, you don't.
I like to go alone.
All right. All right.
All right. You ready?
Drum roll, please.
And the winner is Michelle.
Michelle.
Me_Shell.
You just won! Woohoo! Oh man, why don't I ever have the confetti ready when we do a giveaway?
Aw, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, well.
Anyway, congratulations, Michelle. You are the winner of a $25 Dollar Tree gift card. Thank you so much for everyone who entered the contest, okay? And stick around because I'm sure we're going to have another giveaway pretty soon, okay? You think?
Yeah.
I think we will
would say
too.
so.
I think so.
Mhm.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching. It was fantastic spending time with you tonight. This is like the highlight of my week. I love doing Mondays with Marc and spending time with y'all. Be sure to subscribe and like and comment below. All of our contact information is below. Our address, our email address. Check us out over on Facebook. I post all these projects and all the projects that our viewers send us. I always post them over on Facebook. We're also on Instagram at SmokeySteveAndMarc. Facebook is SmokeySteve and Marc. You gotta, send us a friend request and I'll accept it. That way we can talk on Instant Messenger too.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks again so much for watching. Remember, everybody, stay safe, stay well, but above all else, stay positive. We'll see you next time. Ciao.
All right.